Hello, it's Flebuster here again, and this time I thought I would do something a bit different for fun. Before the patch 0.3.0 is out, I'm gonna be going over the patch note for 0.3.1, the next balance patch that is gonna be coming. I just thought it would be funny to reflect on what kind of changes I expect will be happening in the next patch after this one. Just based on my prediction of how the meta will shake up in this one, and like past trending patch notes. So, without further ado, let's start with Celestial. The first change is gonna be, there are not gonna be too many changes to Celestial, they're in a pretty good spot in this patch and have been getting more play. So the first change is that link node HP has been lowered by 20 and build time has been increased by 10 seconds. We don't expect this to be majorly impactful for the matchup, but we have seen a lot of link node spam on the map and it's kinda ugly, so we are just gonna change that. But not in a way that's actually gonna matter too much. And the second one is big. You can now use more than 3 prisms on Luminite mines, but their efficiency is lowered by 50% for each past 3. And this will make prisms less useless when you have extras and bring them more in line with other factions workers. And the final note for Celestials is about Dark Prophecy. The newly added final damage spells on Dark Prophecy was too powerful and hard to predict, so it has been removed. Instead, every second the Dark Prophecy now deals 10 more damage, which is of course a net damage nerf. This is addressing the many complaints from mainly Vanguard and Infernal players that Dark Prophecy has been too overbearing and difficult to deal with in this patch. And next we will move on to Vanguard. They are in a pretty good spot this patch, but we have two balance changes for them. The first one is that Sky Mines now cost 25 Luminite to use instead of energy and have a 2-second cooldown. It didn't make sense for Hornets to be a caster unit, so it is more thematic to the faction. And the second is that after the EXO range change, Hedgehogs became too dominant in the Vanguard vs Vanguard matchup. And that's why EXO damage versus heavy is lowered by 2, and instead EXO damage, base damage is increased by 2. We think this will make EXOs more competitive in the Vanguard vs Vanguard matchup. And finally we have a number of changes for Infernal. The first one is that Magmadon stomp damage has been changed from 100 plus 60 to heavy to 60 plus 40 to heavy. And the stun from trample only occurs once per 2 seconds now, because we saw many complaints that it was frustrating when it interrupted attacks. And now Magmadon can better focus on its role as a counter to Sabers and Hellborn. The next one is that Venom Trap has been nerfed to 25 damage, because people were just using them instead of Miasma, and it didn't make any sense for the second resort spell to be stronger than the third one. So this progression is now more consistent. And we also saw that the drop harassment didn't have enough counterplay, so Harbinger now takes 2 seconds to lift off. Next one. Weaver has a new upgrade in the Twilight Spider senses. It costs 50/100 and the research time is 60 seconds. It increased the energy regeneration by 0.25 per second. And this will address Infernal concerns about lack of counterplay options to enemy tech, especially Dark Prophecy, which has seen a lot of use in this matchup. And the next one is a big one. Infernal buildings HP has been lowered by 20% across the board. Instead, they will now have white health equal to 20% of their old hit points. New buildings start with 0 white health to keep in check offensive use of buildings. And the final patch note is gonna be that because we want to lower defender's advantage, Shroud white health regeneration has been lowered from 2, 4 and 6% depending on deck level to 1, 2 or 3%. And this will make it less frustrating to attack into an Infernal who is sitting in their base. I hope you like this little preview of 0.3.1 patch and let me know in the comments what you think. Did I miss any important changes that are coming? For now, peace out.